And I did it, and my score was 734. And you think, well, what does that mean, Allison? Well, the legend said, anything over 330, seek professional help immediately. But here's the problem. We bucket everything under stress. And I believe that is incorrect. In actual fact, we have a continuum of challenges: stress, obstacles, and adversity. This is game-changing for your life if you capture this concept today, because I've seen it transform people's lives, myself included. Stress, pressure, tension, worry, anxiety, hassle, demand, strain. Think about this. All of that is mental. It's self-induced. The stress we feel is often an expectation to do too much with too little time, with too few resources. We can control it. Good stress are things like a deadline. Maybe when the wait times are a bit high, it kind of gets you a little revved up and you're like, you got a challenge. If something is giving you a challenge, that's a good stress. If it's just an expectation to do too much with too little time and you're going to complain about being busy, is a bad stress. Completely controllable. I actually like to think, I travel everywhere, I do all that. I actually live a stress-free life. Now, does that mean I don't have stress in my life? Like things coming at me? Of course not. But my reaction to it is like, okay, let's assess what's going on in this situation. Let's turn it into an obstacle where we can deal with it. And here becomes the obstacle, the next level on the continuum of challenges. Barrier, hurdle, block, snag, deterrent, disadvantage, hindrance, complication. They can be internally driven, they can be externally driven to us, but the beauty is you can find a way to get through them, over them, around them, and deal with them. Adversity is very different. Adversity, misfortune, hardship, disaster, suffering, misery, trauma, crisis, catastrophe, burden. I'm going to walk you through this by going on a walk with you. Let's say we're out in forest. What's close by here where we might decide to go on like a 5-kilometer walk? Nowhere. Okay. Welcome to the city center. All right. So let's say we've gone out and we're in the beautiful Niagara region. We've gone on a little road trip and we decide to go, leave our bed and breakfast and go for a walk. Stress is the equivalent of setting it. No, by the way, I should set the stage. There's just a path and there are people just walking normally. You see how this is how one might walk? Okay, now stress is going, oh my God, look at me, I'm walking. Oh my God, do I have the right shoes on? Maybe they're going to judge the shoes I have on here. Oh, look at the stones, look at the sticks, and we're walking everywhere. Do you see how totally self-induced? People are just walking. You could just be walking, but instead you're completely stressed out. Obstacles. We're walking on our path, everything's going fine, and we come upon a log in the way. Now, what do? We don't turn around and go back, right? We just look at the log and we go, okay, how am I going to walk over it? Am I going to walk around it? Am I strong enough to pick it up? I need a bicep workout. I need it out of the way. We don't hug the log. We don't sit on the log and rub it and tell it stories. We deal with the log and the path still exists and we keep going. Adversity. We're walking. All of a sudden there's an earthquake and there's a sinkhole in front of us. We can no longer walk because the path does not exist. That's adversity. Here's the thing. People treat stress. Has everybody got an idea of things that are stress, obstacles, adversity? People will treat stress like it's an adversity. Do we know these people? They fit on different parts of the scale. So stress is like, oh my gosh, everything's going crazy. But then other people will go, because this is like a continuum, so it goes back and forth. So from adversity will come obstacles, and obstacles undealt with will cause stress. Stress undealt with will cause new obstacles, and you get enough obstacles, we're going to go, and you're going to end up having an adversity in the form of a, job loss, burnout, health challenge, whatever the case may be. In society, we glamorize the stress. So here's the issue. We put our coping capacity. We all have a finite amount of capacity, okay, to deal with the crap that goes on in our lives. We've got this capacity. Now, it will elasticize for something big, and then it will come back down to where your capacity is. So the number of challenges you have, the problem is we're spending all our time when we're in this stressed out world dealing with stress. We have no capacity left to really easily look at our obstacles and then to heal from our adversities when the worst happens. And what I want you to do is flip this.